booed, jeered, humiliated. Harry and Meghan's humanitarian night in New York turned into a red carpet nightmare. In today's commentary, we unpack how Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's attempt to relaunch their public image at a New York City gala went painfully wrong. What was supposed to be a polished moment of recognition ended up as one of the most embarrassing scenes of their career. Before we dive in, tell us in the comments where you're watching from. Our viewers span the globe, and we want to see your country repping in the chat. The event, the Best Humanitarian Award ceremony, a glittering, star-studded night meant to honor global changemakers. The location, downtown Manhattan, red carpet lined with flashing bulbs and eager reporters. The guests of honor, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, walking in hand, styled to perfection, ready to soak up applause and validation. But what they got was the opposite. "Oh no, not them again!" someone shouted from the crowd. "Go home," another yelled. The camera flashes caught Meghan's frozen smile, Harry's stiff jaw, and that awkward second where the couple realized this wasn't adoration. It was mockery. Commentators were quick to notice. One journalist whispered on the broadcast feed, "That's not excitement, that's booing." Another responded, half laughing, "They're calling it the Bootiful night." Social media exploded with memes. The so-called power couple of compassion and awareness were being serenaded with sarcasm. But you haven't heard the craziest part, because rumors suggest this entire award was allegedly purchased. According to whispers picked up by Page 6 in the Mirror, the Sussex's PR team had been negotiating the honor for weeks. The award, allegedly sponsored by a private foundation connected to their media allies, came with sizable charitable contribution. Translation, pay-to-play recognition. A New York insider told the Daily Watch, it wasn't about philanthropy. It was about optics. They wanted to look relevant again. And just like that, what was supposed to be a noble moment of achievement became a PR circus. It was like watching an actor accept a Best Performance trophy for a movie that hasn't been released. Everyone knew something wasn't right. Then, just as the booing crowd's chants filled the street, the moment hit live TV. A CNN clip showed Meghan turning slightly toward Harry, whispering something that lip readers interpreted as, "Ignore them. Just smile." Harry didn't. His eyes looked hollow, distant. The same look we've seen too many times. A man trapped in applause that isn't applause. What makes this moment sting even more is that it's part of a pattern. Every time Harry and Meghan step out to reclaim their narrative, the world seems to push back harder. Viewers once sympathized. Now, many are simply exhausted by the performance. They always want to be seen as heroes, wrote one comment with 50K likes. But real heroes don't need to buy applause. That sentiment went viral. Even fans who once defended the couple began to wonder, was the Sussex brand built on authenticity or just expensive PR packaging? Hashtag HumanitarianGate trended across 42 countries. TikTok creators remixed the red carpet clip with clown music. One viral edit caption, "When you pay for an award and still get booed," gained 8.7 million views in 2 days. Even Online joined the chorus, publishing a headline that read, "Harry and Meghan's award night backfires spectacularly." But the real explosion came later that night, inside the gala. Allegedly, a table of guests close to a rival foundation made a toast mocking them, and Meghan's reaction was caught off camera. What she did next left the entire ballroom whispering. Inside the ballroom, the tension was thicker than the perfume clouding the air. In today's commentary, eyewitnesses described Meghan's entrance as queenly, but the mood around her was anything but. The boos from the red carpet hadn't faded. They followed her inside, echoing online, projected on screens, and replayed endlessly on social media. One guest seated near the Sussexes told the New York Herald, "They looked uncomfortable." Meghan was all smiles to the cameras, but the moment they turned away, her expression dropped. Harry looked frozen. He barely spoke. Then came the toast. At a nearby table, a well-known philanthropist reportedly raised their glass and said, with a smirk, "To those who buy their way to compassion, cheers." Laughter rippled across the room. Meghan's face reportedly tightened. Harry gave a polite half smile. But inside, sources say it was humiliation in high definition. The next morning, headlines didn't celebrate their humanitarian honor. They mocked it. Royal redemption or PR purchase? Asked Variety. Crowd turns on Sussexes during award gala, wrote the Telegraph. According to Brand Track Analytics, negative sentiment toward the couple spiked by 63% in less than 48 hours. That's the kind of digital freefall even A-list PR firms struggle to recover from. And just as their communications team tried to spin the story, a clip leaked from inside the event. Meghan staring stone-faced as the crowd applauded another recipient who'd won an award for free. This is getting embarrassing, one ex-user wrote. She can't stand not being the center of attention. The clip clocked 10 million views overnight. It was like watching a reality show contestant show up to the reunion, wearing a crown she ordered herself. The spectacle was too transparent to be respected. Then came the financial revelation. According to insider watchdog reports, a private foundation linked to Meghan and Harry's Archewell brand had made a charitable partnership payment to the very organization hosting the gala just weeks before the award announcement. The report didn't outright accuse them of buying the trophy, but the timing raised eyebrows everywhere. One journalist summed it up best. It may have been legal, but it wasn't ethical. Optics matter, and theirs are crumbling. Public sympathy, once their strongest currency, evaporated. Even longtime supporters admitted exhaustion. They started as victims, said one royal commentator, but now they act like performers in a play no one asked to see. Harry, meanwhile, seemed miles away, detached, expressionless, almost ghostly. Viewers picked up on it immediately. He looks like a man begging for an exit, one viewer commented. She's smiling for cameras. He's staring at escape routes. That duality became the meme, the smile and the silence. One chasing validation, the other drowning in it. Hashtag BOOED in New York dominated social platforms for a full week. Hashtags like hashtag bought the award and hashtag PR humanitarians racked up over 80 million combined views on TikTok. Even mainstream outlets like People and ET quietly acknowledged the fiasco, calling it a challenging night for the Sussex image. And when comedian Bill Maher joked on air, you can't spell manufactured empathy without M and H, the studio erupted in laughter, and so did the internet. In the days that followed, the Sussexes' silence said everything. No statement, no interview, no clarification. Just a wall of curated Instagram posts about kindness, growth, and mental wellness. But the public had made up its mind. The Humanitarian Award was no longer a symbol of generosity. It had become a symbol of performative philanthropy. A PR executive quoted in the Hollywood Dispatch put it bluntly, they keep trying to control the narrative, but the narrative's controlling them. For a couple once celebrated as symbols of modern reinvention, New York had dealt them a rare, unforgiving mirror. The night that should have restored their credibility ended up defining their downfall. They won applause for saving the world, but forgot you can't buy sincerity. If you thought that was wild, hit subscribe and drop a comment below. Do you think the Sussex brand can ever recover from this kind of public humiliation? Wait till you see what happened after the gala. Leaked footage shows Harry's furious reaction in the car, and what Meghan said next will leave you speechless.